My only goal in this video is to tell you how to make 2022 the best year of your life and how you can really win and succeed at NoFap and actually quitting porn for good. These are the 3 steps that I'm gonna be talking about. The first concept is gonna be about the summit concept, all right? And now this is a part of the education that I do when guys come to me for consultation about how to quit a porn addiction and sexual addiction. The concept of the summit is one of the first things that I approach, and it's basically an analogy that if you think about your porn recovery journey and your porn mastery, the best and most helpful way to think about it is that it's not a destination, but actually a journey of climbing this massive mountain. It's a big old mountain that we all have to climb of how to find our sexual integrity and have mastery over our porn habit, okay? And the reason that this analogy is important is for 2 reasons. Number 1 is on the way up this hill, and most of you are on the way up, or you're at the bottom, or you're in a giant ditch and you're trying to figure out how to get up the valley, or you can't even see the top of the mountain because it's covered in clouds. Wherever you are, this journey is going to have small dips in the road, small bumps in the road, and those are called relapses, right? If you're watching this video, you know very well what a relapse is like, the feeling of trying your best to go forward and to beat the habit, only to go back to the habit and feeling a sense of intense sense of shame and disappointment in yourself. My friends, that relapse, the important thing to know about a relapse is the size of that relapse is entirely depending on you and how you respond to it, because you can always respond to a relapse of, it's like, oh, I tried my best and I made a mistake, I failed, and I might as well binge watch porn the rest of the year, right? We've all been there. I've been there. So in this analogy, you climbing to the summit, to the tip of this, to the peak, to the climax, to the tip of the summit is you'll have relapses along the way, and those relapses are like little bumps in the road, little ditches here and there. Now, the size of that ditch is entirely up to how you respond to relapses. You can respond and spiral out of control with your addiction, and essentially that's you creating a massive, giant, big old ditch for yourself, and you're covering yourself with dirt that you have to eventually climb out of in order to actually make progress and get into the summit of this mountain. Or it's an entire valley that you're creating for yourself if you just give up entirely on quitting porn. And that's the case, you're digging an entire valley for yourself that you have to go all the way down and to go all the way up just to find yourself at square one, right? We've all know this experience. However, you can look at a relapse, if with this analogy, this is why this is a mind shift change. You can look at a relapse as a one-time thing, as I messed up. I was not able to keep my footing and climbing this mountain. I slipped and I fell in the mud, and let's get back on the saddle and let's keep on riding. All right. That's the most healthy approach to look at it. You don't have to spiral out of control. You don't have to let 2022 be a rerun of last year, a rewind of 2021. You can make 2022 the best year of your life and actually give up porn for good if you understand these 3 concepts. First of which being, understand that it's a journey, it's not a destination. Now, the second reason that this summit idea, the analogy is really important, is because your goal in this porn mastery is to keep your footing at the tip of this summit, keep your foothold, a strong foothold at the tip of the summit, okay? However, it is very easy for you to slip one way or the other. We all know the experience of feeling really on top of the world with our NoFap experience, and then just finding ourselves knee deep in porn a minute later and going down this rabbit hole and going back to the addiction cycle and training our brain to this, what, and the other. And we know the experience. So the goal becomes, how do we maintain your footing at the tip of this mountain? The key here is to realize that you have been here before, guys. You have been at the summit before. We often think like, oh, someday when I'm this age, or when I've had this amount of time of NoFap, this amount of days, 365 days or whatever, as soon as I can beat entire year of NoFap, then I'll be at the summit. No, you have been at the summit in your life. You have been there. How do I know that? Because let me ask you this. When was the last time where you felt so in control of your addiction, your porn habit of NoFap, that you didn't even notice you didn't even have any temptation? When was the last time that you went months or weeks or days without even considering porn or masturbation? And you woke up one day and you're like, you know what? I haven't even thought about porn in a while. That was you right here, my friends. That was you keeping your foothold there. And the problem is it's a slippery slope. And then you kind of put your guard down and you let yourself prance through a war zone, a minefield, without being aware that there's literally mines everywhere and shots going back and forth. And suddenly you're shot and you find yourself binge watching porn all weekend, right? So this is the second important reason, is that it's a journey to stay here. When you have sexual integrity, when you have NoFap mastery and porn mastery, it simply means that you found a way to keep your footing up here. And the goal becomes, how do you replicate that experience of being here at the summit where you just are in full light of the sun? You don't cast any shadows in your life anymore because you're in direct sunlight. You feel on top of the world, literally, right? And you just feel a genuine sense of thrill and excitement in your life. And that's leading us to number 2, guys. Find your North Star. All right, this is where the analogy gets a little more intense. Your North Star, guys, is the star that is up beyond the mountain that you keep your focus on, the thing that drags you and picks you up along the way through the mud, through the dirt, through the ditches, to bring you to the top of this mountain. In other words, your North Star is your goals. Your North Star is your vision for your life. Your North Star is essentially what makes you come alive and what gets you up in the morning, what excites you. It's the thing that you look forward to. It's the thing that you're working towards in your life, the thing that you want to accomplish most in your life, and ultimately the thing that excites you more about life. It's replacing the artificial thrill of porn that you've been relying on for so many years, and replacing the artificial thrill with genuine thrill, something that really gets you going. And it's through having that North Star that the setbacks, the relapses, the little bumps in the road become non-issues, because you're so excited about that star that you see above the summit. And sometimes it's not easy to find it because you're so low in the mountain you can't even see it. It's so covered by clouds because you can't even see your North Star there. So this is the second thing. If you, in 2022, guys, and beyond, if you can find out what is your North Star, what is the thing that makes you come alive, that really gets you excited about life, then this is it. I talk a lot about the North Star on this channel. I'll put a helpful video down below about how to quit porn and actually go in detail into finding your North Star. But essentially, let me ask you this. When was the last time that you felt so excited about life, so thrilled to be alive, to wake up in the morning, and so you were just so excited about something you couldn't even sleep at night because you were just going through this thing, or you were so looking forward to meeting someone or doing something or working on a project, which is what we're going to be talking about, or about preparing yourself, working on yourself, or working on your skills, your craft, or preparing for marriage, or preparing to be a parent, or preparing to be in a relationship. If that gets you really excited, let that be your guiding light. Because guys, it's not enough to just say no to porn. It's not enough to just eliminate the junk food from your refrigerator. You've got to replace it with, you got to replace the food with good organic, homegrown, farm-grown food that's actually good for you, and you look forward to eating it and is tasty. If you can find those projects in your life, those things in your life, porn is over, my friends. As long as your life is boring, porn is always going to be part of your life. Remember that. But if your life is exciting and genuinely thrilling, porn is not going to be there, because the people who are operating at that level, that life is just full of purpose and mission and thrive and drive and excitement, porn is not an issue for them, my friends. It's not, okay? I work with hundreds of guys. It's the people who understand this, that they have drive in their life, if they have something they're working for, porn is not an issue. And that leads us to number 3, okay? I'm going to give you the ninja tip here, the practicals. If you can find a project that really gets you going, that like you just are so obsessed and excited about this. And I'm not talking about you should play more video games or you should watch more anime, because that makes this, if you said that, guys, you should click away immediately, because that's not where we're going. All right. You need to find something that's good for you. Video games is not good for you. You need to find something that is ultimately serving of other people, of service to people, of help to people, ultimately is connective, it brings you together with other people. It's something that's exciting. It's something that is in line with your purpose of your life and what you really feel called to do with your life. You know, I don't know how spiritual or religious you guys are, but what did God put you on this planet to do? What are you designed? What is the only thing that you can do, that you can offer this world, right? And that's number 3, start a project, okay? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, I think you guys should start a YouTube channel. All right. I think you guys should start a business. I think you guys should start a blog, whatever it is that you feel inclined to do. But I like to encourage people to start a YouTube channel because it's a really fast and engaging way to create an audience and create content and to serve a very specific group of people. That's what I'm doing. This is what I've been doing for the last 10 years, actually, is helping guys quit porn and through more group settings, mentoring, and also one-on-one consulting. And what I found is that this is what excites me. This is what gets me up in the morning, is making content that inspires people, that is helpful, that is educational, that moves people to do something with this porn habit. And ultimately, it's like, I want to share this with people. And that gets me so excited. And it moves me when I receive emails from people, when I get comments. It moves me when people decide to spend time with me here online. So this is an example of you can create something like that, a project that just makes you come alive. Who do you want to serve? That's an infinitely more important question to ask than, what makes good money or what looks good or what'll get me that house or car. Is who do you want to serve? And make that your primary drive. Who do you want to serve? What kind of person do you want to build a community around? And just serve that people, be helpful to that people, and you will be on fire. I promise you. I really encourage people to start a YouTube channel. It's the fastest way for you guys to actually make a difference and get on fire, all right? So we have a bonus tip here for you guys to really succeed in 2022. But before we do that, I want to encourage you guys to hit the like button if you find value out of this. And also, you should definitely subscribe to this channel because I'm just putting out really good content, free content for you guys after years, a decade actually, of helping guys quit porn in order to achieve more in their lives. If that's you, I really think you should stick around. So our bonus tip here, number 4, is you got to tell somebody. All right, I know you didn't come to this video expecting that I was going to challenge you this much. But the reason you need to tell somebody about your porn habit is because, well, first of all, I know that you think you know that you probably should, but you've been avoiding this because you don't want to crush your girlfriend or your partner or your spouse, or you don't want to disappoint anyone, or you don't want to deal with that difficult, very difficult conversation. So there's a way to do this in a way that kind of eases into it. Ultimately, your porn habit, your journey, it really should be something that you should be proud of that you're working on. Honestly, like, I'm proud of you. Like, if you're watching these videos, if you're one of the very small percentage, less than 1% of people and men in the world or women that is willing to take this seriously and stop what literally more than 90% of people in the world are wasting their time doing on an ongoing basis, then I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. You should be proud to tell somebody. You should be proud to let your partner, your wife, your parents, your significant people in your life know that you're struggling with this and you're trying to get better. If you don't feel comfortable to tell anybody, I would encourage you to tell me. I would like to hear from you. You can go to my website, benuyama.com. I have a form there that you can just send me an email and I'll respond to it. And it's totally free. And I just want to hear from you. I will respond to you. If you want to share your story, if you want a little bit of accountability in your life, I'm here for you. But also, if you have anyone else in your life, like a friend or someone that you met at church a long time ago, or a mentor of yours, or an uncle figure, or anything like that, I would encourage you to let them know, like, hey, I'm dealing with this porn thing. And I promise you, they're going to be like, hey, they're going to say, hey, me too. Or that's something I dealt with too. Let's have a conversation. Talk to somebody that you trust and someone that you respect. If you find someone you trust and someone you respect, they might be the person that kicks you into gear, that starts this snowball effect in your life that makes 2022 the best year of your life. And when you get your sexual integrity in check, when you get your porn habit in check, then the possibilities are endless for what you can do in your life. The benefits are tremendous. You will have greater focus, drive, and confidence than you ever thought possible. You'll be able to do things that you never thought possible. And most of all, you'll be so excited and thrilled about life genuinely, and you'll stop living a haphazard, boring life. And if you're willing to do that, join me in another video that I'm going to put right here about how to quit porn and make 2022 and beyond even better than this last year before. Thanks for watching. Take care.